acknowledgement, I guess.
That you care, somebody cares.
Means a lot. So just try to make sure you at least acknowledge, even if it's just a text. You don't have to spend any money. Send a text or send a Facebook message and say, hey, great job. That's all you gotta do. It means a lot.
Absolutely. So, Angela, have you considered quitting, and how did you get yourself motivated again?
Absolutely. In all honesty, for those of you that know, and I'm not going to talk about this, I'm just going to say Grace Adele almost did it to me. But beside that, I find like if I get to where I'm struggling, I need new blood. So like people like college, she excites me. You know what I mean? She's excited about the business. Peggy, actually, these three right here were my top sellers last month.
Wow, congratulations. I'm not surprised given that they're here, so.
But I'm just saying, like, you know, watching other people get what they want out of the business, that helps me. I did a horrible show in Wichita, like tax deduction, in January, and I just sponsored a guy who was ADT right beside me, but he just signed up this last week.
Very cool.
And he's like, you know, raring to go, excited, whatever. So I think if you find yourself in that position, which it happens to everybody, you need to sponsor. One thing, like tomorrow I'm home all day, and I used to do this all the time, I've just fallen away from it. I will actually there's some disobedient people. I will actually just like listen to YouTube videos on my phone or even the workstation. I'll have my Bluetooth in just while I'm cleaning. I don't know, you just need to be connected. You need to, at home. Sorry. Yeah, that was good. You just need to stay connected. You need to, you know, like coming to the monthly meetings. Even if you were to come to a meeting like next month, it sounds like you'll learn some stuff and then you get to make these fun, pretty things. Just being around other people, just staying connected is huge, I think. Yeah.
How about you, Catrina?
Yeah. When I couldn't make sales, there was a time where we didn't have a quota that we had to hit. Those were probably the months that got me through, because there were months I didn't make $10. There were months I didn't make a dime. Those were the months I wanted to give up. And with not having a supportive husband at that point, it was really easy. There were definitely months where we were like, all right, we're done. But there was that thing in the back of my head saying, you can't fail again. So that's what got me through. That was the only thing that got me through, was just not wanting to fail.
So, Angela, what are your short-term and long-term goals with your business?
We're
We're holding you accountable now. Everybody write this down. Just kidding.
Well, this is going to sound really pathetic, but both of my boys are in college, so Tanner actually leaves in August, so I will have no kids. And I'm not happy about it like a lot of people. I'm actually really, really sad, like I wish I'd had more kids. But I have no other choice but just to dive right into Scentsy, because that's all there is. Like if I didn't have it, I would probably be at home crying every weekend. I don't know, I mean seriously, I don't know what you do after kids. So I'm hoping big things.
I got a couple you can use.
I'm just saying, like, if I didn't have Scentsy, I'd really be in a bad spot, and I'm not even just saying that. Before Scentsy, I had like one friend, that's not a joke. I got married young, had kids young. I just didn't get out anywhere, and so now I have like friends. I'd say the best part of Scentsy for me is definitely friendships, definitely, like hands down. Doesn't matter about the money. I mean, money's nice, but I'm just saying. So hopefully I've got some people there I'm watching.
Good. How about you, Catrina?
Well, my short term was a whole lot less. My short term was I want that new warmer.
Well, that's good.
I just want the restart. My long term is definitely, because this is my job now, is to be an SSD. So,
Superstar director, if you don't know.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
I'm sure that's on your list too.
Sorry, I'm like what she is.
Yeah, exactly. I want to be Tracy. So that's my long term. And I'm not saying when it'll happen. I want to hit 100,000 BRD first, and then it'll happen after that. So.
I have a new goal. I just remembered. Sorry, this has been my goal since forever. I want to make $5,000 per month, and I want it to be every single month, not just October, November, December. I want it to be all the way around.
That's a good goal.
And then I'm happy.
Would you be okay with it averaging out to 5,000 at the end of the year? good. And that's the right answer. And that's the right
I had it
answer.
up first, sorry.
Okay, so with that, I sure hope that you guys have learned some things and figured out some things and realized not everyone's journey is as it seems. Do you guys have any specific questions for Catrina or Angela that we can address? Yes.
I have one. What is your guys' advice to someone who says, oh, I don't use Sensi, I won't use Sensi?
Thank you.
I don't try.
I mean,
That's fine. Like, I do a lot of events, and so I'll have people come up, and it's very rare, but like, one person may say, you know, I get my wax at Walmart. Well, if they're happy with it, who am I? I mean, quality, I know it's no good, and I know it doesn't last, but I'm not gonna argue with them about it. You know what I mean? Like, good riddance, see ya, move out of front of my booth, you know? I mean, not rude about it, but like, thanks for stopping and sharing, I don't know. No, I don't try to talk them out of it.
I used to worry about that a lot too, but anymore,
Well,
I'm
it's
just
just
like,
like,
well, not everyone
trying to
uses
get
deodorant
them
either,
interested in
so.
Well, the thing is, I will tell them about warmers, because, and there are differences, just like the Walmart warmers have a warning on them.
Yeah.
People need to know that. So, I will tell them why it's better to buy a Scentsy warmer, but I'm not gonna take the wax. And then they don't care.
I do let them borrow away. I've had so
Well,
much
this is
luck
something
with
that's
that.
out of town, and I'm trying to like get them interested in Sensi beyond just warmers and wax.
Well,
I could find somebody else, I don't mean to be like
Yeah.
whatever about it, but I would.
you're gonna waste your time and money on what?
There's,
Because trust me, I
yeah,
have
there's just too many people that will to worry about.
Or they'll say that they're not interested, they get all your stuff, and then they're gonna just not use it.
And then you probably won't get it back, because in fact, they did use it.
How about you, Stephanie? Did you have a question?
I have a question. You said you do a lot of events and stuff, and I've been trying to get a lot of events, and I swear on my life, every time somebody calls me back, they're like, yeah, we actually have a Sensi director, it's Tracy DeMario, and I'm like, hello.
You need to ask. Interesting, like, not shows a year. I only do 6 events.
You need to ask, put on the waiting list.
I do that, but like, is
You're not
there,
calling enough places.
I swear I'm calling left and right, like, you can ask her, I've been talking about nothing but finding events for 2 months now.
Can I say anything?
Well, it seems like they just pop up and so you call or you email them. Like literally they just pop up and then you call or email them and they're like, oh, we already have one. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, good God.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like,
so this gal right here, when did you sign up?
Yeah, into January.
She has been nonstop event, weekend after weekend after weekend after weekend.
Please
So
tell me
hang
how.
on. I thought like you. I thought they're hard to get into, but you're trying to get the events that are, well, that
Grandfather.
aren't. Okay, grandfather. I'm gonna say, the people aren't getting up. Like I do the Kansas State Fair, you're not gonna get it. So you can try. You can get put on the waiting list, but it's not gonna happen. I'm just saying, they did an event last weekend, sold over $1,000. It cost $45.
And we got the Herman Mayfest this weekend.
so where are you finding, like, what do you search for? What are you, like, because I like search for events and stuff, but everything I find is taken. That's what I'm asking.
I
Where are
think you need
you
to look for
finding
smaller
them?
events. Okay, so like for me, for instance, I've been doing this long enough, and I don't mean this to sound whatever, but if the event's probably not $200, I'm probably not gonna touch it, because I'm done with that. I did all that. I used to do them outside, Brent Green, I have horrible stories. We used to like cool ourselves with ice bags. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, you need to go, I would look for smaller events. Like Paula, she's newer, so she doesn't want to spend big money on events, so it works great. But I
Where
kid
do you
not,
look
she
for 'em?
has them
Facebook.
all over.
All
There's
the
a lot of
ladies'
Facebook
events, they go to Belvar Winery, I'm in Salina, Kansas on June 22nd, the Dillon House in, where was that, Topeka.
You just have to call like event places, anywhere that rents
Any
their
event
space.
planner.
Try calling a lot of the craft malls too and ask if they do like craft shows and vendor shows. And also try. calling
They're
the
out
Chamber
there.
of Commerce.
She's
I know they're out
October.
there.
Yeah.
I just,
The Chamber
They're
of
the same
Commerce
person.
in
I saw
any
it.
town that you're willing to go to for a show will send you a list of all of their events for the whole year. Or sometimes they'll tell you to go on the chamber website and view the list of events. And then you just check with each one of those contact people to see if they have somebody.
And once you start, they'll start calling you. I've gotten people that
3 or 4 people want me in one day, that I'm having to find people to give
Well,
them
you
to.
can call me if you have that problem.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Honestly, for me, the easiest is to start in your circle. Start with your church, your salon, your places that you go, your dentist, your school, your wherever you go. Start there. Call those people up and say, hey, my kid goes here, or do you have an open house? Do you have any events coming up? Have you ever thought about hosting an after something in your salon or a customer appreciation thing? Start in your building, your circle, places you go. And then eventually that branches out. Those people know that you were their Scentsy person at their school. Hey, we're having this fundraiser. Were you able to do that? You start small, just like when you're trying to build your inventory, if that's what you're doing with your half price and rewards, then you just start small and grow from there. Trying to go out to the vendor events and the Facebook groups, they're all over the place, and you're going to get the no, somebody already has one, start in your circle. Always start in your circle, whether it's events or people you know or home parties. If you are like trying to jump over hoops and jump over steps, you're gonna miss what's right in your circle. So that's what I say. You talk to your people, and that's how you get home parties, that's how you get events, and it just grows. And at that point, you can take it as far as you want or need or as your life allows.
I think that's really good, really good advice. And I can tell you, although now they'll probably get blasted with 5,000 phone calls, but I drive by at least once or twice a month, at least I'm at farmer's market, and I've never seen anybody there. And I've got a gal in Wisconsin who has set up, her and her team, they take turns rotating. They get endless bookings and customers from just taking a simple table display to the farmer's market and sharing the business opportunity and bookings, and it's not expensive to do that. So, I mean, there are things you just gotta sometimes think outside of, you gotta stay in your circle, but at the same time, think outside of your box at the same time. Maybe it's not gonna be the state fair, but what's wrong with going and setting up at the farmer's market if you can get people that you would have never had a way of getting their contact information? Anything else? Okay, well, we sure do appreciate both of you ladies very much.